We have been sold a lie. For decades, society has told us that once we cross the threshold of 60 or 70, our energy battery naturally drains and stays low. We're told to take it easy, to rest up, and to accept that fatigue is just a badge of age. But have you ever noticed that one person in your circle, the one who's 75 but seems to have more zest for life than a 30-year-old? They're traveling, gardening, volunteering, and waking up with a sparkle in their eye. Is it just good genes? The latest research in geriatric biology says no. Energy in our senior years isn't something we have, it is something we generate. While cellular aging is real, the exhaustion many seniors feel isn't usually age, it's stagnation. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the specific, daily habits of the world's most energetic seniors. We aren't talking about caffeine or quick fixes. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how you move, eat, think, and breathe. If you feel like your pilot light has dimmed, this script is your roadmap to turning it back into a flame. To understand energy, we have to go microscopic. Inside almost every cell in your body are tiny power plants called mitochondria. They take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and turn it into a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. ATP is the currency of life. As we age, our mitochondria can become leaky or inefficient. They produce less ATP and more oxidative stress. This is why you feel tired even if you haven't done much. However, here's the breakthrough. Mitochondria respond to demand. Seniors with high energy do one specific thing daily. They create positive stress for their mitochondria. This is a process called mitohormesis. When you push your body just slightly out of its comfort zone, your cells receive a signal. We don't have enough power for this task. Build more generators. The Daily Micro Challenge. You don't need to join a CrossFit gym. High-energy seniors engage in internal interval training. This could be as simple as walking at your normal pace for 3 minutes, then walking as fast as you can for 30 seconds. That 30-second burst sends a hormonal flare to your cells. It tells your mitochondria that taking it easy is not an option. Over weeks, your body literally grows more power plants. You aren't just fit, you are biologically more capable of producing energy. If you want more energy during the day, we have to look at what you do the moment you open your eyes. Every high-energy senior I've studied has a mastery over their circadian rhythm. The morning light anchor. Your body has a master clock located in the hypothalamus. This clock regulates when you feel awake and when you feel tired. As we age, this clock can become desynced. This leads to that tired but wired feeling at night and a zombie feeling in the morning. The fix? Early morning light exposure. High-energy seniors don't sit in a dark house with a newspaper. They get outside. Within 20 minutes of waking, you need natural photons to hit your eyes. This triggers a massive spike in cortisol, not the stress cortisol we hate, but the alertness cortisol that clears the morning fog. The temperature secret. Did you know your body temperature needs to drop by 2 degrees for you to fall into deep, restorative sleep? Seniors who have high energy often take a warm bath or shower 90 minutes before bed. This sounds counterintuitive, but the warm water brings blood to the surface of the skin, allowing your core temperature to plummet once you get out. Better sleep quality is the recharging station for the next day's energy. Let's talk about fuel. There is a silent epidemic among seniors called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. Why does this matter for energy? Because muscle is your body's most metabolically active tissue. Muscle burns calories and generates heat even when you are sitting still. Most seniors are under-muscled and under-proteined. If you want high energy, you must close the protein gap. The 30-gram rule. High-energy seniors aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. When you eat a carb-heavy breakfast, like toast or cereal, your blood sugar spikes and then crashes by 11 a.m. That crash is the mid-morning slump. By switching to high-quality protein, eggs, Greek yogurt, or a clean protein shake, you stabilize your blood sugar. Hydration and electrolytes. Fatigue is often just hidden dehydration, but for seniors, water isn't enough. Our kidneys become less efficient at retaining minerals as we age. High-energy seniors often add a pinch of sea salt or an electrolyte powder to their morning water. This ensures the water actually enters the cells rather than just passing through your system. If your cells are plump and hydrated, they can conduct electricity better. You literally feel more electric.
We've covered the physical, but energy is also a psychological phenomenon. In Japan, they have a concept called ikigai, your reason for jumping out of bed in the morning. In Western culture, retirement is often seen as the end of contribution. This is an energy killer. When the brain perceives that it is no longer needed, it begins to power down the systems. The contribution habit. Seniors with the most energy are almost always involved in something bigger than themselves. Whether it's mentoring a younger person, volunteering, or mastering a new craft, this cognitive demand keeps the prefrontal cortex engaged. When you have a mission, your brain produces dopamine and norepinephrine. These are excitatory neurotransmitters. They make you feel physically lighter and more capable. If you are feeling low energy, ask yourself, who needs me today? Even if it's just a pet or a community garden, that sense of being needed is a biological spark plug. One of the biggest thieves of energy is sedentary fatigue. It sounds like a paradox. How can sitting down make you tired? When you sit for long periods, your blood pools in your lower extremities. Your lymph system, which relies on muscle contraction to move, becomes sluggish. This builds up metabolic sludge in your tissues. The 3-minute rule. High-energy seniors don't necessarily work out more, they sit less. They practice what scientists call movement snacks. Every 30 to 60 minutes, they stand up and move for just 3 minutes. 10 air squats, reaching for the ceiling, walking to the mailbox. This pumps the calf muscles, often called the second heart, and sends fresh oxygenated blood back up to the brain. If you do this throughout the day, you avoid the afternoon wall that most people hit at 3 p.m. So, what is the one thing seniors do to have more energy? It's not one pill or one food. It is the refusal to remain static. They move to create demand. They eat to build muscle. They light up their mornings to set their clocks, and they find a purpose to keep their spirits high. Your daily energy roadmap. Morning, 10 minutes of direct sunlight and 16 ounces of electrolyte water. Fuel, 30 grams of protein to start the day. Intensity, one 30-second burst of movement to wake up your mitochondria. Connection, one conversation or task that serves someone else. Aging is mandatory. Feeling old is often optional. You have the power to relit your inner fire. Start with one of these today and watch how your body responds. You'll find that the more energy you use, the more energy you actually have. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more science-backed ways to live your best years. Now get outside, get some sun, and get moving.